The chief of police, John Nolan, immediately never said you're detained, never said you're under arrest, never said get out, never said a word. Grabbed me by the neck, swung me around, and threw me down on the tile. I was released yesterday after being detained for 6 hours. They called it an outside agency.
What's up, beautiful troublemakers? Welcome back to the channel, where sunshine is still the best disinfectant and body cams mysteriously malfunction right before it hits the fan. Do the ritual, slap that like button like it owes you a refund, subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell so loud your city manager files a noise complaint. Want to charge the investigations? Become a channel member or toss a few bucks in the donation links down below. Your support buys public records, batteries, and the occasional, sorry, your request is delayed therapy snack. Members get early drops and extra receipts. Because transparency tastes better with exclusive sauce. All right, helmet on, receipts out, let's roll.
Back to that breaking news we first told you about right off the top. A popular YouTuber claiming that the Sahuarita police chief assaulted him. He is using his YouTube page to share his story and demand accountability. News 4 Tucson's Megan Spector joins us now live from the newsroom with the details. Good evening, Megan.
Eric, James Freeman has been going on live on his YouTube and posting videos to his page saying the police chief attacked him, yet Freeman was arrested on suspicion of assault. As soon as we got word of this, we emailed the Sarita Police Department. We called multiple contacts within the department and even went to the station to figure out what happened. James Freeman says he showed up at the Sarita Police Department Thursday in what he says was an attempt to help a local pastor, Steve Akin, who's suing the town and 4 Sarita police officers. Freeman claims that he came to Sarita to help the Akins with recording devices for their upcoming depositions that were set for this week at the department. Akin and his wife don't currently have an attorney. Freeman claims that when he showed up at yesterday's deposition, the Sarita police chief, John Nolan, attacked him.
The chief of police, John Nolan, immediately never said you're detained, never said you're under arrest, never said get out, never said a word. Grabbed me by the neck, swung me around, and threw me down on the tile. I was released yesterday after being detained for 6 hours. They called it an outside agency.
Digging through federal court records, News 4 Tucson confirmed that Steve Akin filed the lawsuit back in April of 2024 after police showed up at his house for a welfare check in 2023. The check followed a 911 call claiming a loud dispute at the Akins' home. Akin makes various claims in the lawsuit against the department, including false arrest and illegal entry and search of his home. The Akins had depositions set this week in the case, and that's why Freeman says he came to the station. Freeman's YouTube page boasts of his efforts confronting law enforcement in a variety of different places and situations nationwide. And Eric, just 15 minutes ago, we received this release from the Sarita town manager. In part, it confirms the arrest of James Freeman after police say that Freeman and his camera crew demanded entry into the secured room and physically prevented the door from being closed. They say the chief, Nolan, initially restrained Freeman and was assisted by 2 other uniformed officers to place him under arrest. Sarita Police Department referred to the review of the arrest and any charges decisions to the Marana Police Department. That investigation is ongoing. In addition, an independent agency will also do a professional standards investigation to review the actions of law enforcement officers and the police chief involved in the incident.
All right, Megan, thank you very much for that. And minutes ago, the Sahuarita town manager released a statement on the alleged assault saying, quote, "I have tremendous confidence in the Sahuarita Police Department and the men and women who work hard every day to keep this community safe." He goes on to say, "Incidents like these are never easy, and we appreciate the support of the external investigating agencies as they each conduct independent and objective reviews. We cannot comment further until these investigations are completed."
Breaking news. Translation. We have 0 video, 1,000 opinions, and a press release that says, "Calm down, peasants." Tonight's episode, James Freeman versus Sarita Police Chief John Nolan, comes to us courtesy of News 4 Tucson. Freeman says the chief grabbed him by the neck, spun him, and planted him on the tile. The town says he and a camera crew tried to push into a secured room and block the door. So classic he said, they said, and you know what would end this fast? say it with me, video. Because video shows everything, like the truth. And also everybody's terrible posture. We're not rendering judgment. We don't have the footage from Freeman, and we don't have the department's footage. What we do have is a familiar script. In our experience, and I say this as someone who has watched way too many "we feared for our safety" blooper reels, officers sometimes provoke when a camera appears. Suddenly it's "stop resisting" to a tripod, hands go on first, policy gets cited second, and before you can say First Amendment, somebody's gear is in an evidence bag for officer safety. I've seen it. You've seen it. And if you haven't, congratulations on your internet filter. Please share your settings. Meanwhile, cue the city manager, stage left, cape fluttering, to perform the sacred rite of damage control. Step 1, praise the department. Step 2, announce an independent investigation. Step 3, make sure that independent means our lawyers, so the findings can live in a warm, cozy attorney/client privilege cave where sunshine can't reach it. Toss in a line about safety and compliance, and boom, the media cycle is soothed, at least until the next public records request gets denied for reasons. Look, we're not saying Sarita is doing that. Nah. We're saying we've seen this exact choreography in city after city. The choreography is the point. When leadership's first instinct is PR triage instead of rapid transparency. Release the clips. Release the reports. Release the timestamps. It tells the public everything we need to know about priorities. You want trust? Show the receipts. You want rumors? Hide them. So here's where we are. Pastor Steve Akin has a lawsuit over a 2023 welfare check. Depositions are happening. Freeman shows up to help with recording devices. An encounter with the chief follows. Freeman ends up arrested for hours and booked on suspicion of assault. The town says he blocked the secured door. The chief restrained him. Other officers helped. Cool story, but roll the tape. If James Freeman is right, and we won't know until we see all the footage, not just a 5-second clip with dramatic zooms, then the next steps are simple. File assault charges, sue the city, and pursue actual accountability for anyone who crossed the line. Not paid vacations with a new badge in the next town over. Criminal charges were warranted. Because letting officers hop jurisdictions, like it's the transfer protocol, is how we keep replaying the same episode with different uniforms. And if the department's account is right, if the video shows a line crossed by Freeman, then let the full unedited footage speak and the charges stand on their own. Either way, truth has a funny habit of surviving transparency. So to the city manager, the chief, and whoever's guarding the SD cards like they're nuclear codes, release the video. All angles. All audio. No mystery edits. No technical issues. No 9 months still under review lullaby. Until then, we're not picking a side. We're picking the evidence. Show us the tape and let the chips fall where the facts drop. Because at the end of the day, accountability isn't anti-police. It's pro-public. And if that makes some folks uncomfortable, wait till they meet the First Amendment. All right. If you survive this saga, your endurance is officially public records clerk on a Friday. Do the thing. Slam that like button like it just denied your FOIA request. Hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so hard the city manager has to draft a press release. Grab some BZ Watchdog merch. To warn tyrants, you read the receipts. Links are below. If you want to fuel more records requests, batteries, and therapy snacks, the PayPal and Cash App links are in the description. Thank you for watching, you beautiful accountability gremlins. Until the next video, stay curious, stay recording, stay spicy, and I'll see you when the tape drops. BZ Watchdog, out.
BZ Watchdog.